Next section, or not section, it's section 70,104, extension and enhancement of increased child tax credit. The child tax credit, if you remember from the old days, was $1,000, and then it got bumped up, and then during COVID it went really high, and they were issuing payments to people's bank accounts, and then they brought it back down. So this is the new framework that we're working with. This is the same language that we've seen about making it permanent and eliminating the 2025-2026 expiration, and striking 2000 and inserting 2200. So that's going to define the max benefit of child tax credit. Now, child tax credits are for children birth through 16. Once they turn 17, they become other and can be worth now up to $2,200, which is great. The more the merrier here. All right, Social Security number required. Again, this used to be available for children who had ITINs, not any longer, and that is going to remain not any longer. Everybody has to have socials, basically. And let's go inflation adjustments. Now, this is really different. So I don't know for how many years. The child tax credit was $1,000 flat just for decade plus. And then it went to 2000, but now they're saying that there's going to be inflation adjustments, which is fantastic. So many terms in the tax code are not inflation adjusted, and then we end up with ridiculous situations 30 years later. There's two portions to the child tax credit. There's a non-refundable portion and there's a refundable portion. So non-refundable reduces the amount of tax liability that you have. So if we go back to Mr. Sample here, you can see here that there's a tax liability of $13,528. Now, how much he owes or gets a refund is going to depend on how much was already paid and what kind of credits are involved. But that's the tax liability. So the non-refundable portion shows up here, and it reduces the tax liability on the front end. The refundable portion is that even if this goes to zero, then the refundable portion is going to show up down here, and that's going to keep you money back even if you didn't owe anything. And not even didn't owe additional, but didn't owe anything at all. So if you have zero tax liability, you can still get money back from refundable credits. So the child tax credit is split, part non-refundable, part refundable. And so the refundable portion was $1,400, and now they are inflation adjusting that as well. So yeah, maximum amount of refundable credit in case of taxable year beginning after 2024, the $1,400 amount in subsection H5 shall be increased by an amount equal to A, such dollar amount multiplied by B, the cost of living adjustment determined under section 1F3 for the calendar year in which the taxable year begins, determined by substituting 2017 for 2016 in subparagraph A2 thereof. So basically, every year, the government issues a cost of living adjustment. This affects Social Security, it affects all kinds of stuff. And the total credit and the refundable portion of the credit are both going to be inflation adjusted going forward, which is great. And they're going to round it to the nearest 100, which is helpful. Okay. Again, everybody needs Social Security numbers. So that's the change to the child tax credit. It's bumping up from this year from 2,000 to 2,200, and going forward, going to be inflation adjusted from that 2,200, of which 1,400 is refundable. Okay,